What's going on, guys? So it's currently 2 days after my deadlift AMRAP of 94%, which was 288 kilos or 634 pounds. Yeah, 634 pounds, which I got 3 reps. So we're basically halfway through the week now, so that I've got my third workout, my third of the fourth workout of this week, and I'm feeling awesome. Honestly, kind of a little bit sad that the AMRAPs are finished, as you obviously will be, as they're very fun. It's always fun to handle weights you've never handled before, and also hit PRs and just hit big weights, and it's very fun and it's motivating. But now that is done, so now basically we're just kind of back on it, just back to building, and basically now we're pretty much just kind of seeing what's going to happen next week, and then we are right into meet prep, into the British, which is going to be, I'm going to be competing the 1st of November, which will be a Sunday. And surprisingly, honestly, right now I'm feeling awesome. Like, I genuinely feel like I haven't even trained this week. Honestly, joints feel great, everything feels great, muscles feel great, just feel really good, which is really good. It shows that the recovery work and the sports massages and the inversion table and all that kind of good stuff is definitely paying its dues, and allowing me to recover a lot quicker than I necessarily have in the past. So again, today is going to be 80% on squats and close grip bench press for 3 triples. Now obviously it's 8% of the kind of the training numbers, the training maxes I've been working with in my last cycle, but obviously with the training maxes going to be increasing, or the max I'm going to be working off are going to be higher than what they were last cycle. It probably wouldn't be 80% anymore, probably be kind of anywhere between 72 and 75%, give or take. So it's on the lighter side, going to be a short workout, going to just try and get through this, not going to rush it, but just try and get through it relatively quickly, as don't really want to spend a huge amount of time on it, as really want to just kind of allow my body to recover as much as possible for next week and then moving forwards. But everything has been going very well, and just really cannot wait to get into full swing meet prep and really start prepping for the 1st of November, where we're going to hopefully lift more weight than I've ever handled in my life. The playlist we're working out to today is your favourite Bob Marley. It's just an hour and a half long of basically Bob Marley's best hits. A quick overview of today's workout was squats and close grip bench press, which was 80% for 3 triples on both of them. So 8%, 3 triples on squats, close grip bench press, and then I had some overhead press and some dip assistance, but I didn't include that as it wasn't very exciting to watch, and didn't do very much of it anyway. But what I actually wanted to talk about was mental stimulation in working out. And obviously a lot of you are going to ask, why are you training to Bob Marley? That's meant to be relaxing and chilled out, and actually that was the point of this whole workout. Mental stimulation does create mental fatigue, and what a lot of people don't really take into account is just simply mental fatigue. People always take into account physical fatigue from working out and tons of different stuff, but people actually don't take into account, or sometimes don't take into account, kind of hyping up does definitely kind of create some form of mental fatigue. And like me, for example, who's been going through 3 weeks of an intensity block, which has included AMRAPs, especially with the kind of the style of lifter I am myself, where I perform very well when I get very mentally invested and very emotionally invested and very emotionally hyped up. And because I've been doing that so much on the AMRAPs, that definitely brings on some form of mental fatigue. And 2 workouts a week on the last 3 weeks of the workouts have been AMRAPs, and then 2 workouts a week have just been getting in some volume and keeping the work capacity high. And in those workouts, I have been trying to keep my mental fatigue as low as possible. And I've tried to be as relaxed as possible, and I've done stuff by just not being emotionally invested in the lifting, just going through the cues and getting the workload done, and even utilising relaxing music or even listening to podcasts so that I don't get any form of emotional investment from any other areas, because music can be quite emotionally attached. You can be quite emotionally attached to certain music and just naturally get quite hyped up listening to music, so I deliberately put on relaxing music, and that just allows me to relax. And I feel that by doing so, by the time I then get back to the next week, I am very emotionally recharged. And I mean, again, you do need to kind of tend to find what works for you, but I feel that I can only get very emotionally invested so much, and if I keep getting emotionally invested in every workout, eventually when I get to a workout I can't really get that emotionally invested and get myself that hyped up because I'm almost just worn out. So that is kind of what I like to do on workouts that do not call for it. I just try to be very relaxed, listen to some chill out music, or maybe even put on a podcast, or maybe not listen to anything at all, and just go through the cues, get through the workload, so that when I need to call on that emotional investment and get very hyped up, it allows me to do so. So that is what I want to talk about today, guys. And again, don't get me wrong, some people are just very, very calm, even on the absolute maximal sets, as that's just a style that they like to lift. So I hope you found today's video informative. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll speak to all of you guys next time.
I mean, if you really want to look at it, I take TRT, I take